Let's get into it. Let's get into it. This is annoying. It's the first episode with me having my headphones on. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta hear myself while I'm talking. Oof. Wish me luck, baby. All right. So let's get into it, right? So today's episode is very simple. It's gonna be probably short, based over the fact that the concept of what we're talking about is really not that hard, right? Big concept, real easy to figure out. What we're talking about today is getting out of the friend zone. Alright, I know a lot of y'all struggle with this. You done found this beautiful woman that you think is amazing, and unfortunately, she done friend zoned you, bruh. Alright, so how we deal with that? How do we combat that? And why? More importantly, why? How do we get ourselves into this position to begin with? I done took a poll from a bunch of females, and I got that on my phone. So when you see me look at my phone, that's the reason why I'm looking at my phone. But I know most of them off the top of my head. So we're going to get into how do we get into the friend zone? And more importantly, how to get out. All right. So let's get into the episode. I hope you like the shirt. You know, it's a little style tip for y'all, all right? The cheetah prints, the zebra prints, any of the animals, right? Look at it as peacocking. What's peacocking? Peacocking is when you throw on something that's extra for no reason, right? It might be some loud pants. It might be a loud shirt. It might be, some gaudy jewelry. It might be a lapel or something like that. Why is that important? It give a person that might want to speak to you a reason to holler at you. All right? If a lady sees you from across the room, she want to give you some action. She want to give you some conversation. She kind of needs something, right, to grab you, to be like, how you doing? Why oh, I like your shirt. Or, what is that? I'm telling you, bro, this always works. I could be with my lady and a female. If she want to try to have a conversation, she going to walk up. Oh, that's a nice shirt. Da, 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 da. My shorty will see it from a distance, make a little walk over, give it an eagle eye to get up out of there. But it never fails. It never fails. When I'm out by myself, if I have like a business event that I'm trying to attend, I probably wouldn't wear something as loud as, this right here. But you definitely put something together so that you give somebody a reason to speak to you. Every time, if they looking to get your attention, you just gave them a reason. Always works. All right, so keep that in mind. All right, now, into this whole friend zone thing, right? So you're dealing with this girl, you showed interest, you done spoke to her a few times, and somehow you ended up in the homie lane, right? She calling you bro, if she from New York. I'm trying to think of some of the other names and things of that we get, but that's irrelevant. You are the homie. You are the bro. You are not the guy that's getting to knock her down. You are not the dude that she want to involve herself with. You know what I'm saying? Physically, you're not the dude that she see herself with. You are her friend. How do we fix that? Right? Because that's what this show is about, right? This is the Chictionary Podcast. Welcome. I realize I didn't say that yet. But the whole point of this right here is to give you the game on how to get out of the friend zone today. All right? So what we going to do? Being in the friend zone, first of all, is not the worst thing in the world. Why do I say that? Right? The reason why I say that is because shorty that you interested in, she should be good looking, right? My hope for you is that you got good taste and this woman is around you and on your bumper, right? How does this help you? Nobody wants what nobody else don't want, right? So you put yourself in a space where now you got a homegirl who can attract all kind of females for you. She gonna make the job way easier. She's gonna put you in a space where you ain't even gotta stress too much about how to get to them, right? Because she could make the intro now. She could play the play. She could set up the play for you. You understand? All right, sorry about that. Sorry about that. All right, this my guy. Whatever your name is, you know what I'm saying? If it was me, she gonna be like, oh, this my guy Donell. He's such a great guy, girl. He do this, that, and the third. This his job. He get to the bag. Whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. She gonna set up the play for you every time if she really the homie, right? So you gotta use that to your advantage, man. Right? So now when you outside, this is your wingman. And you want her to see you as the dude who bag him, snatch him, grab him. You understand what I'm saying? Only trick to that is when she asks for the update, always downplay it, bro. Always downplay it, bro. I don't care how great the woman is, until you proposing, it's none of her business. It's none of her business. If you really trying to go beyond being a friend with her, it's none of her business. So we're not even going. Every time she asks, we're gonna downplay. We're gonna be like, I saw Susie. It was cool. You know what I'm saying? You know, we kicked it or whatever, but you know, she just was missing something or whatever. You know what I mean? You could be seeing Susie every weekend. That's none of this girl's business, right? So you want her to know that you're available, but at the same time, you're not no slouch. You understand what I'm saying? And that's how you gonna play this whole situation out. I love, right? So for the guys who didn't grow up with a little sister or a big sister, I personally did. I had a little sister. My little sister didn't have all of the friends in the world until like she came back home from college. When she came back home from college, she used to bring all of these, different types of women back with her. Story that she used to tell every last one of them. Listen, before we go in this house, my brother, she used to lay the whole play out for me and made me this super desirable, attractive man. You know what I'm saying? Did I fit some of that criteria? I might have. I might have, right? But she took it up to a whole nother level, and every single time they was ready to go. Or half the play was already laid out, half the work was done. I didn't even have to do nothing. You understand what I'm saying? And they was already attracted to me. They already liked me. They already wanted to see what I was about. And they was more interested. This homegirl that you like, but decided to put you in the friend zone, you got to use her like I used to use my little sister. It's her job now to set up the play for you, right? And what's going to happen is, so two things can happen out of this situation, right? A, the girl decides she like you. She don't like the fact that you're getting all this attention from all these other women. And whatever her situation was when y'all first started being friends with each other has now shifted and changed. And she wants you for herself, right? Because like I said, nobody wants somebody that don't nobody want. So it's no problem in you being the homie in the beginning, because you could flip that later on, right? The other type of female who does this, bro, you never had a chance. You're not going to have a chance. Something about you specifically you cannot change is what this girl is seeing, and that's why she don't want to mess with you, right? So that one, it's a lost cause anyway, right? So you might as well take advantage of the situation, because you're never really going to know how she really sees you until it's too late. You understand what I'm saying? Until you done gave up or you got to it. You understand what I'm saying? So, very simple. You play the homie. You let her handle all of the getting to these women. You let her set up the play for you every single time. What that is that's going to create a space where she sees you as a desirable person, right? Because she's seeing everybody else around her fall in love with you, and she like, damn, what I'm missing, right? It's a lot of women who they deal with a certain type of dude, right? But this guy's a bozo, right? At the end of the day, So some girls, they like street guys, right? They might like a dude who, he presents himself as the toughest man in the world or something like that. Or he get money because he sells drugs. You know what I'm saying? He got a bunch of illicit activities that he's involved in. And he really broke it in you, but she think that the lifestyle is so sexy. You understand what I'm saying? That's going to run out. That's going to run out. And that's when you, if you still want to, could slide in. You understand what I'm saying? Because she done seen you as this great guy who was just her homie that she put in the friend. Because they know when they put us in the friend zone, bro. Don't get it twisted. It's not like they don't know what's going on. They know for a fact they put us in the friend zone. They know that we was attracted to them. So you ain't even got to make it. You ain't even got to make it known that you feeling them after your first little couple of advances. You understand what I'm saying? When she hit you with the matumbo, with the no, it's family. Just now you just gotta play it smooth and keep it pushing. Keep it play it. Don't get in your feelings about it. Let it be what it is, because the ball is 99% of the time is always in a woman's court, right? And even when it ain't, you're supposed to make her think it is. All right, that's another little jewel. Don't let that go over your head. Pick that one up. You know what I'm saying? So it's your job to play the game where every time you out with her, you Rico Suave. You understand what I'm saying? The smell goods is intact. Who you are is intact. You still play the game like you would had you been dealing with her more intimately, right? So when y'all go out, y'all have drinks and y'all, whining and dining, and she bagging you some things in a club or the bar or, wherever y'all at, you still paying for it like you her man. You understand what I'm saying? Not because you some chump who gonna make sure that she got a good meal, but you a gentleman, and that's what gentlemen do. See what I'm saying? You never play yourself for a sucker, no matter what the situation you in, right? How you deal with most women is how you deal with all women. All right? For the dudes who are a little bit more advanced, and you got some things that you see just at 2 a.m, and that's that. I mean, it is what it is, right? But when we outside, we play the game all the same, right? So let me give you some game, right? When I'm outside with my lady, she might bring her girlfriends to this particular event, right? I put my girlfriend on a pedestal, right? But everybody else with her, all of her girlfriends, I treat them all the same, right? And it might even piss my chick off, but it's always going to score me points with the homies. You understand what I'm saying? When it's time to buy drinks, they might put together the play to go buy the bottle, right? Because, your shorty might not feel you paying for everything all the time. But I might do the re-up. If I do the re-up, I don't even tell nobody. I just slide off, go get the bottle, come back, right? Let's say I'm going to bring my shorty a drink. I'm bringing everybody a drink because I'm a gentleman. You understand what I'm saying? We walk in the spot when it's time to open the door, when it's time to... I don't really let out nobody chair, but I'm definitely going to hold the door for everybody that I'm with. You play this game with this young lady, right? Because even though you're in the friend zone, you want her to understand what type of man you are if y'all was to go beyond, right? You want her to see, you want to stand out from all of the rest of the people that she's seeing, right? So the gentleman in you got to stick to that. You got to roll with that. That's the man that you're going to be the entire time. You don't fawn over this woman. You treat her like a dude almost, right? You treat her like your beautiful best friend, right? So she get a compliment very, very sparingly, right? Women love to know that they look good. They love to know that, the thing that they changed was noticed and things of that nature. So you have to give her that, right? But it is not your job to beef her head up, pump oxygen and hit it with the inflatable balloons all day and night. That's not your job, bro. I don't want to see you doing that. We're not moving like that. You understand what I'm saying? You are going to compliment her sparingly. If you out with her, let's say for the whole month of March, right? Her hair is brown. And then for April, her hair is blonde or burgundy, right? Oh, that look nice on you. I see the little change. All right, get into it. I see you, know what I'm saying? Oh, you going to kill him tonight, whatever. The next time you see her with that color hair, you don't say nothing about it. That's not important no more. You done mentioned it. She know you mentioned it. We moving on. I ain't about to keep complimenting you on the same thing. All right. She doing nails or something like that. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't even compliment her nails. I wouldn't even say they look nice. I would hit it with the groans and the grunts and the, you know what I'm saying? What I mean by that? I'm gonna grab her by her hand. I'm gonna put the four fingers. I'm gonna put the nails out like this in my hand, right? And I'll be like, "Oh, I see you." That's the most she gonna get out of me for that. You understand what I'm saying? She got on a fit that's fly. Listen, bro, it ain't your job to compliment her on none of her clothes, none of her outfits, unless she doing the most to get the attention from you about her fit. How you know if she doing the most to get the attention? She gonna come when on the first like meet and greet when she first, let's say you go pick up at her crib. She's gonna do like a not a full 360, but she's gonna turn to the point where you could see from her stomach to her back. You understand what I'm saying? Like a 180 almost. You know what I'm saying? Maybe like a 200-degree turn so you could see the fit. If she give you that, it's fair to, you know what I mean, to be like, oh, I see you look nice, this and the third. But you don't go above and beyond with the compliments because you in a friend zone. You her homie. You understand what I'm saying? If she want a chick to be like, yes, yeah, she could go get one of those. You not that. You just her male friend. So you act like it. You understand what I'm saying? All right, so just keep in mind, this is the relationship that y'all are building. You understand what I'm saying? It's never necessary to go crazy. All you doing is you playing your role, you being who you are, and what she sees, whether it's from a distance or from exactly what you provide while y'all out, while y'all enjoying yourselves, is the man that she would have had she not had you in the friend zone. Now, for some people, this is a no-no. For me, it's exactly what I'm doing. Her girlfriends. Listen, bro, I'm loving the crew. I'm loving the crew. Now, you got to be careful, right? Why you got to be careful? Because some females see themselves as the Beyonce in their circle, right? If they see themselves as the Beyonce in their circle, they may see the women around them as beneath them. All right? It's a couple different kinds of females. There's a certain type of female who hangs out with women that she know they can't hold a candle to her, right? If you are friend zoned by this type of young lady, you got to be careful. Loving the crew. Because if you love the crew, and she with a bunch of bozo chicks, you lost one. The opportunity of you getting to that, how you trying to, is more than likely not going to occur because she sees these females as beneath her. And if you chose them, you ain't really on her level. Listen, I don't make the rules. This is just how it go. But if she got a bunch of women around her that's on her level, that are just as beautiful as her or even fonder than her, right? Because everybody got insecurities, right? So the girl with the curly hair, she wants straight hair. The girl with the straight hair, she wants curly hair. The girl with the brown eyes, she wants green eyes. You get where I'm going with this. I don't want to belabor the point. But those girls that she's kind of in competition with on the low, or, you know, just for women, it is what it is. They be in competition with each other. You use that to your advantage. Get the home girl. Get the home girl. You understand what I'm saying? Women don't have no problem sharing, but after, you know, they done made their decision that that's what they want, they're gonna probably get rid of the girl that they shared you with. You understand what I'm saying? So you're gonna break up that relationship. But I mean, it is what it is. You got it now, so what you care about the homegirl that you used to, you know what I mean? So I always say get to the homegirl. Now, reality of this is, this can backfire. And it could put you in a space where now she determines that you are no longer suitable to deal with her. I wish I had the sound effects because I would hit you with the wah, wah, wah. But what does that matter? Because maybe that's what she was going to come, the conclusion she was going to come to anyway. So did you lose? Did you really lose? No, you didn't lose. So, and you got the bad homegirl now. So you probably don't even want her no more. So use that to your advantage. All right, so just to sum up what we done discussed already, so I'm about to take a little break. All right, so I could grab me a little sip, you know what I mean? So I ain't hitting y'all with the cloud mouth. But step one, this is now your little sister. You understand what I'm saying? You treat her like a gentleman. You compliment her sparingly. You make her feel good when she's around you. You take care of the bills as you would if she was, your lady. Because you are a gentleman. We don't move away from that. But you use her to get other females, right? And if you like the women in her crew, love on the crew. You understand what I'm saying? Let word get back. And if you love on the crew, right, let's be very clear. This is very, very important. All right? Turn this down so that there's no women listening, bro. If you take down one of her homegirls, you got to fight for your life. You understand what I'm saying? You got to Mike Tyson this situation, okay? You got to hit them with the knockout punches. Because if you fall short, bruh, you have just killed yourself. All right? You just have committed suicide, okay? Buddhicide, okay? All right? Because you're never going to see them. You're never going to see the ankles. You understand what I'm saying? The ankles will never hit your shoulders if you go in there, you take down somebody in the crew, and you fail at the mission. Okay? So if you play that game where you try to, use her friends to get what you want, right? You gotta hit it out the park. This got to be a home run. All right? Don't pull up if you're tired. Don't pull up if you had a long day. You understand what I'm saying? Don't pull up if you've been on the website, surfing the webs, using the lotion too much. You understand what I'm saying? Make sure you fully ready for this experience because it ain't just about the one that you in the room with. You understand what I'm saying? This got to go back. You got to get good reviews. You need this as a recommendation on your resume, Playboy. Okay? So it's very important that if you play that dangerous game of loving the crew, you do an amazing job when you love the crew. You understand what I'm saying? The reviews got to be amazing. They got to give you 5 stars. They need to be bragging about you because then you pique her curiosity. All right? So we're going to take a break real quick. You know what I mean? We're going to take a break. All right? So this is Chictionary Podcast. And we will be back. All right, and we back. All right, so let's get to it. So the top reasons why women put dudes in the friend zone, okay? From my research, all right? Ladies, thank y'all for y'all input. You know what I mean? Couldn't do this without y'all. So, number one reason, a woman is not attracted to you. How could we possibly fix a woman not being attracted to you? I'm going to tell you how. Get in the gym, bro. Get in the gym. Outside of you being extremely short, extremely facially challenged, right? Which most people are not. They might not be the best looking man in the world or woman in the world, but for the most part, most of us is pretty symmetrical. And reality of it is, after a few drinks, we could all get our, our handsome on. Jay-Z is with Beyonce. Okay? Have you seen Jay-Z? Have you seen Miss Beyonce? All right? So, get in the gym. After you get in the gym, get your money up. Right? You might want to do those simultaneously. Right? If you bring to the table enough of a financial lifestyle for most ladies, they will give you the opportunity to win their heart. Right? Now, does that make this woman a gold digger? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. What's happening is she's around you because you spend money, right? She's enjoying being around you because you spend money, right? And she is getting to know you for who you genuinely are. So within that time, women are emotional creatures. In the beginning, we all are looking at just the physical, just the looks, right? If you are 600 pounds, you are going to fail in the looks department, right? So if you get in the gym, you get rid of some of that blubber, you understand what I'm saying? You can present a whole new person to her, right? If you are not financially stable, right? If you get to the bag, you present a totally different person to this young lady. All of these things are going to help you in the end. Let me give y'all a prime example. Some of y'all probably going to be way too young to even know who I'm talking about. They had a show on TV called Family Matters. There was a dude on the show. His name was Steve Urkel. He was in love with this girl named Laura. Steve Urkel was a nerd, okay? The whole entire premise, the little running joke throughout the show was he was feeling her, she wasn't feeling him. She wasn't feeling him because he was a nerd. She was into the jocks, to the basketball type dudes, whatever, right? Urkel used to be real slouched over, all right, and things of that nature. She wasn't into that. But Urkel was a genius. He came up with something called, I can't remember what the machine was called, but he used to go into this little closet thing. It flickered a bunch of lights, and then my man turned into Stefan. He went from Steven to Stefan. Laura loved Stefan. Did Urkel's face change? Absolutely not. He had the same face. But he presented himself with confidence. He stood tall when he walked in the room. He was smoother as a person, as a man. You understand what I'm saying? And he had a vibe about him that was different from Urkel, right? So should you change everything about you? Absolutely not. But there's levels of your personality that you could bring into the room that you probably don't realize. One, because you might be nervous around shorty, so you know what I mean. You not even treating her like she Keisha. You treating her like she Beyonce. Guess what? Beyonce is the same person as Keisha. You dig what I'm saying? You got to come up out of that and treat her like every other woman in the room. You understand what I'm saying? If you do that, there's a level of personality that you're going to give off and feed to her that's going to change the vibe when y'all two are around each other. And some of that might just come from spending time. You understand what I'm saying? I had this dude in college. He told me he was in love with this girl that we all kind of saw around campus. Oh, she's so beautiful, this, that, and the third, whoop-de-whoop, blah, blah, blah. He told me the chick was perfect. And listen, I got swag, so it's not too many women that I can't strike up some sort of conversation with. Long story short, he looked out for me a lot. So I wanted to give him the favor of making them have some sort of contact, right? So my goal was I'm going to bring shorty to the dorm and I'm going to tell her to wait in his room because my room is dirty. I'm going to give it like 5 or 10 minutes and then I'm going to come back. Whatever she needed, I'm going to take care of it then. But I'm going to make a space for them to have some sort of interaction. You know what I mean? So I was cool with her girlfriend who lived in the same dorm, was on the same floor. One day, I spoke to everybody all the time. I had been in her room a few times. I think she had a man, which was why she was very to herself. But anyway, she was gorgeous. I don't want to describe her. Anyway, she was a beautiful woman. You understand what I'm saying? But she had some deficiencies just like everybody else, right? She had a little watermark is what I'm going to call it, right? And he never saw that because he never seen her more than 10 feet away. You understand what I'm saying? So she asked me for something one day, some music. I'm like, yeah, I used to sell DVDs just so y'all understand why she would even ask me. So I used to sell DVDs. I sold a bunch of different things while I was on campus. I sold something that you probably never see nobody sell on campus, but I used to sell DVDs, and she asked me, could I get this particular song or album or whatever, right? And I'm like, yeah, I can get anything. Like, matter of fact, I know who got it. Bing, bing. I'm going to put my man on. I told her, so she's like, oh, well, can you bring it to me this, that, and third? And I was like, Your Highness, no, you could come get it, but I'm not about to walk back from my room, go all the way to my joint, then come back, whoop-de-whoop, right? So I set up the play. He lived directly across the hall from me, all right? I pull up, knock on his door. He opened the door. Yo, what's up? I think I might have shot him a text. I don't know if our phones was that was capable of all that back then. Anyway, he opens the door. I have Shorty sit down on his computer chair, and I go in my room and like I just start watching TV. 5-10 minutes later, she actually knocked on my door, right, and was like, "Did you find it?" And I was like, caught off guard, like, I thought y'all would have been. You understand what I'm saying? I'm looking like, my man, what's going on? I put the play in your lap. So I'm like, nah, I'll get it to you, love. Like, give me a couple of days or whatever. I'll find it. I'll make a call and I'll get it to you. Don't even worry about it. I have it by the end of the week. I'm like, you need me to walk you back to your dorm or you good? She's like, no, I'm straight. I think she came with somebody else. I'm not sure. But I might have got it by herself. Anyway, she goes back to her dorm. I go into my man room. I'm like, yo, bro, what's up? Like, I put it in your lap. Like, I know you got the number or something, whatever. I think that's when we found out she had a boyfriend. But he saw the imperfection now because he finally got to see her so up close. You understand what I'm saying? And all of this time before, he was putting her on his pedestal because he was seeing her from so far away. You understand what I'm saying? So he didn't get Shorty. You know what I mean? I think she had a boyfriend. But his opportunity was there, and he realized that he was kind of over-exaggerating, over-complicating the situation when he was looking at her from a distance. So if your personality needs to step up because you looking at this girl like she's so amazing and she's so beautiful and it's no like, bro, get out of all of that, fam, immediately. You understand what I'm saying? And find you a way to make her closer to all of the women that's around her or that you normally be around and you don't have none of these issues with. You understand what I'm saying? So this when you bring your personality to where now she is more of just a normal girl, now you put yourself in a space where she gets to fall in love with the person that you are, right? And the things that you have are just bonuses. You get what I'm saying? So I said that I gave you that long story. I said all of that to say you having your stuff together, you losing the weight that you need to lose for your health, all right? And so that you could look good at night with the lights on, and you getting your money up so that you could do the things that are going to make you happy, whether that be vacations, buying different things that you like, et cetera, et cetera. This is what takes you to the level that you're looking to get to, and it ain't that hard. You understand what I'm saying? And when this woman now sees you in this new light, this could get you out the friend zone, all right? So just keep that in mind. The second thing that a lot of the females said outside of attractiveness, because that was like number one, but like I said, that's easy to manipulate, is they didn't like who you were as a person. Like y'all didn't connect, y'all didn't get along, etc. If this is the case, then all of the stuff that I gave you at the beginning of the episode as to how to kind of tweak yourself to and make her see you in this light, some of that is just not gonna happen, right? If she's like let's say a Mormon, you know what I mean, and you like an atheist, like outside of you really like brainwashing her and taking her away from her religion, she's not gonna fall for you because she's looking for somebody that has the same values as her. So in that case, it is what it is. Just chalk it up. You understand what I'm saying? You might be able to entice her as something different or special, but realistically, that's probably not gonna go too far. You understand what I'm saying? So don't feel no type of way. If that's the case, you know what I mean? Listen, we all fall in love with things that are very opposite of us sometimes, and that's just where you find yourself. You know what I mean? It's nothing you can do about that. I got a funny one, right? One of my homegirls was like, the dude is too emotional. right? Now I'm light skinned, right? I love R&B music. You understand what I'm saying? Listen, I could do a whole Drake, Beyonce, playlist and be good and have a good time. You understand what I'm saying? One of my favorite artists is Wale. You understand what I'm saying? So I took this one personal, but it was hilarious. So what if you are too emotional? Yeah, you out of luck, bro. You out of luck. Because if your personality is, let's say, a little feminine, or maybe it's not feminine, but you are just a very emotional person, and you, outside of some therapy, I don't know how you're going to change that. You understand what I'm saying? I don't see, too many ways for you to kind of fix that into a space where you get rid of that and you make it something that is not a problem. You know what I mean? That was hilarious. Sorry, but if you're emotional and she don't like emotional dudes, and you too emotional for her, I don't know, man. Get you some therapy or something. Maybe that'll help. I thought that was crazy. Another thing that I got was having children. This is a lie, right? The funny thing is the couple people who said that, half of them had kids. So that was funny, right? Because it was women who had children who said that they don't want to do, they got children. So do I believe that? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. They just want, I think what they mean to say, or what's the real behind that is, they're looking for somebody who can put them as number one, right? And then on top of that, they probably don't want the issues that come with having a child, which is the other woman, right? So how I would fix that is you present yourself as somebody who she don't never have to deal with none of that. If your house is in order, you got things under control, your money is not affected to the point where you can't do the things that you want to do, and you treat her how she want to be treated, she'll get over that, bro. She'll get over that. So don't even let that stand in your way. You know what I mean? If a chick tell me that she wouldn't date me because I have children, she is lying to herself, me, and anybody else in the room. What she is saying is she would try not to date me. But if you give me enough time with shorty, she's going to fall in love. That's how you should feel. All right? So don't even trip on that. Let me see. I think I'm missing one that was fire. Sorry. Oh, the biggest one, definitely in the top 5. If they're in a relationship or you're in a relationship, for most women, this is going to be a problem. And realistically, right, my opinion, you shouldn't try to take a woman that's in a relationship to make her your woman. You understand what I'm saying? Why do I say that? Because if you could take her, somebody else could take her, bro. That's just a fact. If she the type of chick that could get took, she the type of chick that could get took. And more important than any of that, you're going to feel that. Like that trust, you ain't going to have it for her. You understand what I'm saying? So there's no point in even putting yourself in a space where you took her from old boy and now you think you're in love. Y'all had this girl that I was head over heels for, right? When I found out she had a man, I didn't know this rule. So I dated her, right? I dated her for mad long. I played myself, right? She was the type of chick that could get took. And not all this swag, all this butter, garlic, juice that I got, it didn't matter. It didn't matter. Was she like feeling me for real? Probably, of course. But she just saw herself as going through the motions of life. You understand what I'm saying? And she was more of a free spirit than I would have ever really been comfortable with. You understand what I'm saying? Now, she married now, so hopefully she, don't figure that out. But at the time that I was dealing with her, that wasn't the move. I should have let that whole situation play out and then maybe slid in, maybe left it alone, maybe kept it casual. I don't know. But, when you're young, you do young things, and that's what I'll chalk all of that up to. So, if shorty's in a relationship, I wouldn't really pursue it too hard. You could just be a homeboy, and if y'all, if things fall apart where she at, you know what I'm saying? Y'all could pick something up then. But I personally wouldn't advise you to pursue nobody that got a man. You understand what I'm saying? I don't care how bad dude is. You know what I mean? Just on that note, yo, bro, don't dirty Mac, man. Do not dirty Mac. That's so lame and corny to dirty Mac. Don't dirty Mac. You're going to look like a sucker to most women. There's going to be a lot of females that's going to like be okay with you dirty Macking, and they're going to fall in love with the bozo dude who dirty Macs, right? But you a clown. You breaking all of the male rules. You breaking all of them, son. You broke all of our code and ethics. You broke them all, right? And then on top of that, it just is, it's nasty. It stinks. It's dirty. Don't dirty Mac, bro. It's not worth it for you. I promise you. If old boy is violating, he's messing up, allow that woman to see it, right? Because two things can happen. One, she fall in love with you. You get the girl. You win. I guess. Because you dirty Mac to get her. So to me, you know what I'm saying? It's like when you win the chip, but you won off a technicality because the refs just, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, it's not a real win to me. But it might be to you. So, you know, congratulations if that's how you get it. But dirty Macking, it's nasty. That's saucy work. That's horrible to play with. I don't like dirty Macking. I'm not about to dirty Mac. And it can backfire. All right. You ever heard of people, like, they see a domestic issue, meaning like a man and a woman having a domestic issue outside, and they try to break it up, and then the woman jumps on the dude, try to break it up to save her man who she just was getting thrashed around by? That's what dirty Macking could do to you. So I'm going to give you, for instance, I got another story on this one. I had this chick that I dated. I moved, right? She was still in pocket. I was still cool with the dudes who lived around her, right? Some of them was kind of my homeboys, right? One of my dudes, he hits me, yo, your homegirl, this, that, and the third. I did too much talking. All right, that's another rule. We're going to get into that one on another episode. But anyway, I did too much talking. I hyped this girl up. He was feeling her. She was a beautiful girl, but he kind of came at me on some, like, he wanted to know what it was about because I had made it seem like it was so amazing. All right? Because it is what it is. I'm not about to get into all that. But I did too much talking. He wanted to holler at her. He hits me because he's my homeboy. And he's like, yo, do you got a problem with me hollering at whoop-de-wop? All right? I'm not there. I'm not talking to shorty. I'm like 6-9 months removed. There's no reason for me to feel no type of way. She wasn't my girl anyway. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm like, nah, Playboy, do your thing. Do you know my man ran back and told? Like, that was his intro to get in. Like, she was like, oh, you Donell, peace. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's your homeboy, this and the third. You don't know me and him used to deal with each other? He was like, I asked him for permission. He said it was okay. How you think I know this story? I wasn't there. You understand what I'm saying? I was many, 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 many miles away. Me and Shorty wasn't dealing with each other. And we both know that, oh boy, you ain't come back and tell me. How you think? I found out. She told me the dirty Mackin put him in a ballpark that he would never be able to get at Shorty. You understand what I'm saying? And that's why you don't dirty Mac, because it ain't going to work most of the time. Because if she official tissue, she going to see through that and see you as a bozo, and now you just killed all your shot. You killed all your chances. You know what I'm saying? So don't dirty Mac to get Shorty. Let that whole situation play out. I had a girl that was my ex that I'm chilling. We dealing with each other when we see each other every once in a while. Whoop-de-whoop. We still homies. So we seeing each other. She telling me what's going on. She calling. She crying on my shoulder. Nigga, I never said nothing crazy about old boy. I let my man play all the games in the world, and I just sat back and watched. Because women not dumb. You understand what I'm saying? She knew what she was dealing with. She knew what she got herself into. So I just smiled and was like, word, that's crazy. Oh, wow, that's nuts. So what you gonna do? Oh, yeah, you feel like that? Word? Truth be told, I dealt with this girl after they broke up. Not like probably immediately, but shortly thereafter, she probably hit me and was like, oh, I still love you, this, that, and the third. All right, so what's up? But I wasn't about to dirty Mac my way into that spot. I knew he was violating, but that was her man. That's who she chose. She wasn't gonna choose me all of a sudden because I was telling her that he was violating. She was telling me he was violating. She not stupid. You understand what I'm saying? So don't dirty Mac to get her, bro. It's not worth it. If she in a relationship, wait it out. You know what I'm saying? If it's yours, it'll come to you, bro. Trust me. Just take your time. It ain't that deep. You know what I mean? Unless you like White 100. I love his story about he said he got his wife. You know what I mean? He said he befriended dude for like a couple of days or whatever. And then as soon as, you know, he was throwing chicks at dude. As soon as old boy took the bait, he went over to Shorty house. He like dropped him off damn near at the new chick or what would be the side chick, and then went and got old girl and was like, "Yo, you know your man at Keisha house, right?" And she like, "What?" He takes her to Keisha house, knocks on the door, you know what I mean, and then did the muscle up on him to take his girl. I mean, listen, it works. It does work. I'm just not a fan of it. It's not something I'm going to do. You know what I mean? We're gonna wrap it up there, man. Listen, I hope y'all enjoyed this episode. You understand what I'm saying? How to get out the friend zone. I gave y'all some mean tips. You know what I mean? Out the little black book, the Chictionary book. You know what I mean? On the Chictionary Podcast. You know, and I hope that you use it. If you got any questions about anything that I asked, we got the email up and running. So the same as the name of the show, Chictionarypodcast@gmail.com. Don't forget the underscore. No, there is no underscore on the Gmail. We also got the Instagram moving, all right? If you're listening to me and you want to see me, I don't know why you want to see me, but if you're listening to me and you want to see me, you can check me out on YouTube. And, you know, we all over the place. This is episode 3 of Chictionary Podcast. Yo, thank you for your time. You know what I mean? I've been talking y'all era for a little while now. I hope that y'all was entertained. You know what I mean? Get in the comments. Let me know how you feeling. If you disagree with some of the things that I said, if you agree with some of the things that I said, if, you know what I mean, you feel like you got some tips and tricks that I did not cover, you got some questions about being in a friend zone, things of that nature, we could do another round of this. You know what I mean? Not immediately, but some episodes in, we could talk about this again. But, yo, holla at me, man. I enjoy y'all. Appreciate y'all. Thank you for listening to episode 3 of the Chictionary Podcast, man. I hope that you find the love of your life. Remember, man, your intellect, use it. Your brawn, use it. Your skills, use it. You are enough. You know what I mean? It's just a matter of tweaking things so that the world could see you in a perfect light. You understand what I'm saying? Think about when somebody take a picture. The angle changes the perception. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I want you to live your life, Playboy. Ladies, yo, don't use too much of this against us. You understand what I'm saying? I don't like the fact that you're even here, but I appreciate you being here. You know what I mean? So y'all enjoy yourself. Peace.